So back in March of 2026, Elon Musk dropped an announcement for a project that could completely change the software industry as we know it. He's calling it Macrohard, and it's all built on one wild, super ambitious idea.
And that right there is the big question, isn't it? Can an AI actually run a whole company? We're not talking about an AI that helps a company. We're talking about an AI that is the company. And Macrohard claims the answer to that is a resounding yes.
Okay, so let's just dive into this quote for a second. Right out of the gate, Musk is not pulling any punches. He's not talking about another little smart assistant or some new productivity tool. No, he is claiming this system can simulate the entire function of a company. The stakes here are just insanely high.
All right, so what exactly is Macrohard? Well, officially, it's a joint project between Tesla and xAI. You might also hear it called Digital Optimus. The whole point is to create an AI that can do all the complex stuff that, huge teams of people normally do at a software company. And yeah, that name, Macrohard. It's a pretty obvious shot at the giant in the room, Microsoft. Now, this is where the tech gets really cool. Think of it like this. Musk is using this two brains analogy, kind of like Daniel Kahneman's System 1 and System 2 thinking. So System 1 is the Tesla AI. It's the fast gut reaction part. It's constantly looking at the last 5 seconds of what's happening on the screen, the keyboard, the mouse. Then you've got System 2, which is xAI's Grok. That's the master conductor, the deep thinker. It provides the bigger picture, the world knowledge, and the high-level reasoning. It's a really fascinating way to build an AI.
And when you put it side by side with what's already out there, you really see just how ambitious this is. Look at Microsoft's Copilot or Google's Workspace AI. They're smart assistants, right? Productivity tools. Macrohard is going for a full company simulation, complete computer control, dedicated hardware. I mean, it's not even playing the same game as the others.
So, what's the engine driving all of this? It's Tesla's custom-built AI-4 chip. And the specs are, frankly, pretty wild. We're talking up to 150 trillion operations per second, and it's super power efficient. But here's the real kicker. The key advantage they're pushing. It can handle all these incredibly complex AI tasks in real time, right there on the device. No internet connection needed.
So you're probably thinking a custom chip this powerful has got to cost a fortune, right? Well, get this. The price is just $650. For that kind of power, that price point alone could totally disrupt the hardware market, which, as you know, has been dominated by way more expensive chips from companies like NVIDIA.
This whole thing didn't just happen overnight. There was a whole sequence of moves leading up to this. It was like watching a chess game. First, Tesla pumps a massive $2 billion into xAI. Then, boom, SpaceX swoops in and acquires xAI. All these moves were designed to pull Musk's companies into this single powerful ecosystem, all building towards this one big announcement.
And why go through all that trouble? Well, the prize is enormous. The global software market is worth over $650 billion. Musk isn't just trying to get a bigger piece of that pie. He's trying to change the recipe entirely, redefining how software is even made. And Wall Street? Oh, they definitely noticed. Immediately after the announcement, Tesla's stock jumped over 3%, while Microsoft's took a nearly 2% hit. That's a pretty clear signal that the market is taking this threat very, very seriously.
But, and this is a huge but, it is not all smooth sailing, not even close. There's this massive billion-dollar legal problem hanging over the whole project, and it threatens to bring the whole thing crashing down.
Okay, and this is where things get really, really messy for Musk. Just look at this timeline. In mid-2024, Tesla shareholders sue him. They accuse him of taking Tesla resources and using them to build up his own private company, xAI. A few months later, Musk goes on X and says very publicly that Tesla has no need for anything from xAI. And now, he's announcing Macrohard, a project where xAI's tech is literally the essential brain. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It's a massive contradiction. And legal experts were all over this. One analyst from Electrek put it perfectly. Today's announcement by Musk is the best gift for the shareholders suing him. By tying the two companies together so tightly, it really looks like he blew up his own defense.
So let's just put the legal drama aside for a second. There's still another huge question. Can he actually pull this off? We have to remember, Musk has a bit of a track record with, let's say, optimistic timelines. Remember the promise of 1 million robotaxis on the road by 2020?
Yeah.
Cathie Wood from ARK Invest kind of summed it up perfectly. She said that Musk has this incredible history of making impossible things happen.
But he also has a history of exaggerating how quickly they'll happen. Her take? Macrohard will probably be a bit of both, a breakthrough technology that arrives way behind schedule.
So where does all this leave us? On one hand, you've got a technology that could genuinely spark the biggest revolution in software since the internet itself. But on the other hand, you've got a project that's stuck in a legal nightmare and backed by a history of serious hype. So the ultimate question really is this: is Macrohard the dawn of a new tech revolution, or is it just a spectacular billion-dollar mistake waiting to happen?